Good morning all. So yesterday we have already started the multi-stage compressor. And today we are going to do some problems related to multi-stage compressor. Okay. And before that, let me quickly discuss with you what we have done yesterday. And then we will start the process. Right. So yesterday we have started with multi-stage compressor. But before that, I will tell you what is the difference between a single stage, what is the difference in formula between a single stage compressor and multi-stage compressor. So first quickly we will discuss regarding single stage compressor. Okay, first we will discuss regarding this thing. So what happens in a single stage compressor? So I will draw the PV diagram and then I will show you the formula so that your doubts will be clear. So for a single stage compressor, first suction will be there. Suction means first process will be like this. This is the suction. So suppose this is 0.0. So I will write here A stands for suction from 0.0 to 0.1. After suction, next what will happen? Inside the cylinder, it will compress the air. And how it will compress? It will compress the air adiabatically or polytropically. Suppose PV to the power n equal to constant. Okay, so this is the compression process from 0.1 to 0.2, and after 0.2 it will expand to the container where we are going to store the compressed air. Okay, this is suction process. C stands for compression process, and here E stands for exhaust or delivery process. So for this one, this is the single stage compressor. Already we have discussed regarding this last week, and lots of problems also we have done related to single stage compressor. And here, what is the formula of work done? We have got work done formula. We have got N divided by N minus 1. Okay. MR T1. Okay. Why T1 I have taken? Because we are calculating the work done during this compression process. So during this compression process, what is the inlet temperature? This is the compression process. And during this compression process, the inlet temperature is 1. So here the temperature is T1. That's why I have written MRT1. Okay, whole into pressure ratio. So here 2 pressure ratio you can see. Here this is a constant pressure line. Here suppose the pressure is P1. And this is also a constant pressure line. Here, suppose the pressure is P2. So what will be the pressure ratio? High pressure is P2, low pressure is P1. So the formula becomes P2 divided by P1 whole to the power N minus 1 by N minus 1. This is the formula of
for
a single stage compressor. So now, next we are going to see what is the difference in case of a multi-stage compressor. Okay. So there is not much difference, only the slight little bit changes in the formulas will be there. Or we will discuss regarding now multi-stage compressor. First we will discuss regarding two-stage compressor. Okay. So directly I will draw the PV diagram of a two-stage compressor.
Sir.
This is pressure axis. This is volume axis. Okay. So two-stage compressor means here compression process will be takes place 2 times. Single stage means
screen share
only one compression process is there. But in two-stage compressor, we will be having two compression process. So first, what will happen? First, suction will take place. Initial point is 0. At constant pressure, suction S stands for suction. Suction will take place till point 1. Okay. After that, from point 1, after the suction process, what will happen? It will compress the air. Compression will take place from point 1 to point 2. This is the compression process. And how this compression process will take place? Polytropical. Pv to the power n equal to constant. After that, what will happen? After the compression, so here at point 2, we have compressed the air. Then what we are doing in two-stage compressor, we have two cylinders. Here we will be having two cylinders. This is one cylinder, suppose. This is inlet valve. This is exhaust valve. Okay. And here we will be having one more cylinder. This one is inlet valve. This is exhaust valve. So first, here the pistons are there like this. And here also we'll be having the piston. So first, what will happen? First, this is the stage first cylinder. So here we are supplying the air during the suction process at constant pressure. We will supply the air. Then inside the first cylinder, it will compress the air. How it will compress? Isentropically or adiabatically or polytropically. Okay, from 1 to 2 point, it will compress the air. After that, we are not supplying this air directly to the compressed air. We are not supplying directly to the second cylinder. Why? Because when you will compress the air, its pressure and temperature will increase. And yesterday I told you it is difficult to compress hot gases. So that's why what we are doing, we have to cool the gas, but we have to maintain the constant pressure. Okay. So why? Because if we not maintain the constant pressure, then there is no use of gas. So what we have to do? We have to decrease the temperature of this exhaust gas, but we have to maintain constant pressure. So that's why in between these two cylinders, here we are providing an intercooler. So what is this? This is called a intercooler. Okay. So inside this intercooler, we are making pressure equal to constant and we are decreasing the temperature. We are rejecting some heat. Okay. So that's why the process 2 to, you can say it as process 2 to 3, or you can say call it as process 2 to 2 days. Better we will take it as process 2 to 2 days. Okay. So after this is the intercooler process, process 2 to process 2. The inlet point here, entrance point is point 2, exit point is 2 days. Okay. Or we can, as per the yesterday's class, we have taken this as the third point, point number 3. So you take it point 3 better. So this is point 3, outlet of intercooler. So this is point 2 to point 3. Okay. Now after that, what we have to do? After that, we are again supplying those gases to the second cylinder where it will get compressed. So again, we will compress the gas from point 3 to point 4. Again, this one is Pv to the power n equal to constant. And after point 4, we are supplying it to the container at constant pressure, that is point 5. Okay. So here, this is the first stage. This is the first stage. Sorry, this is the first stage of compression, and this is the second stage of compression. That's why the name is two-stage compression. Okay. So accordingly, we will write the formula for the first stage. Okay. For first stage, what is the formula of work done? W1 means work done during the first stage, means this stage. Okay, same formula we will write n by n minus 1, n by n minus 1, mr. Okay, what is the entrance point for the first stage? What is the entrance point of the compressor? This is the compression process. Entrance point is 1. So mr T1 whole into pressure ratio. So for first stage, here suppose the pressure in this line, the pressure is P1. In this line, suppose the pressure is P2. And in this line, suppose the pressure is P4. Okay. So for first stage, the high pressure is P2, low pressure is P1. So you will write P2 by P1 whole to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1. Exactly same formula. Similarly, for second stage, of compression, what is the work done formula? Second stage means this one. Okay, the formula becomes same, n by n minus 1 mr. Okay, so which temperature shall I write here? Can anybody tell?
Sir, first of all, screen is not sharing, sir.
Okay, screen is not visible. I didn't see the message. You should speak now. I have used the earphone also. Okay. If I am not responding, then somebody should unmute yourself and you should tell. That's why I have used this earphone.
Nearly 2-3 members have already unmuted themselves and told you to screen share, sir.
So first I have discussed regarding the single stage compressor. Okay, so this is the single stage compressor that we have already discussed in our previous classes. So what happens in the single stage compressor? Okay, in single stage compressor, first process 0 to 1, this is the suction process. Second process 1 to 2, this is the compression process, and 2 to 3, this is the exhaust process. Okay, since it is single stage, so that's why we have only one compressor. So this is the only stage. This is the first stage. This is the only stage of compression. Yeah? And what we have done, we have written the work done formula. What is the work done formula for a single stage compressor? Work done formula already we have seen. N divided by n minus 1 mr T1. Why T1 we have written? Because in this stage, point 1 to 2, this is the compressor process. So in this compression process, which one is entrance point? Entrance point is 1. Okay, so that's why I have taken T1 into pressure ratio. So for this stage, highest pressure is P2. Suppose in this line pressure is P2 and in this line pressure is P1. Okay. So high pressure is P2, low pressure is P1. So pressure ratio is, I have written P2 by P1 whole to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1. Okay, so this is the work done formula for a single stage compressor. Already we have discussed this thing and we have done some problems related to the single stage compressor. Now we will switch over to two-stage compressor, okay, or multi-stage compressor. So what happens in two-stage compressor? We have two cylinders. This is cylinder 1. This is the first cylinder, and this is the second cylinder. That's why the name is two-stage compressor. Okay. So what happens? This is for the first cylinder. This inlet valve will open, and air will enter to the cylinder. Suction will take place at constant pressure. So point 0 to point 1, this is A stands for suction. Suction will take place at constant pressure. Suppose in this line the pressure is constant, that is P1. After that, what will happen? It will compress the air. So the compression will take place from point 1 to point 2. And how the compression will take place? Either it will take place adiabatically or it will take place polytropically. So it will follow the equation PV to the power n equal to constant. Okay. After that, what will happen? Directly, we are not supplying this compressed air to the second cylinder, because when we will compress this air, its pressure as well as temperature both will increase. Okay. And yesterday I told you it is difficult to compress the hot gases as compared to cold gas. It is difficult to compress hot gas and it is easy to compress cold gas. So in cylinder 1, when we will compress the air, its pressure and temperature obviously it will increase. So now our aim is we have to decrease the temperature of this exhaust gas at constant pressure. So that's why we have incorporated or we have provided an intercooler. Okay, so in this intercooler, we are maintaining pressure equal to constant and we are rejecting some heat. So that temperature of this gas will decrease. So entrance point of this intercooler is 0.2, exit point of this intercooler is 0.3. So from 0.2 to 0.3, this process is intercooler. At constant pressure, you can see 0.2 to 0.3, this is a constant pressure line. So at constant pressure, we are decreasing the temperature. And if we will decrease the temperature, its volume will also decrease. Okay, so this is 0.2 to 0.3, it is intercooling process. After that, we are supplying that gas to the second cylinder where it will compress to the high temperature, high pressure. So 0.3 to 0.4, it is here we follow the equation, Pv to the power n equal to constant, we will compress it to 0.4 and then it will supply to the air container at constant pressure. Okay, so three pressure line you can see. This is the lowest pressure, that is P1. This is the highest pressure, that is P4. And this is the intermediate pressure, that is P2. Okay, and again similarly we will find out the work done formula for the two-stage compressor. So for the first stage, this is the first stage. So for first stage, the work done formula W1 equal to n by n minus 1. Same formula also, n by n minus 1 mr T1, because for the first stage this is the compression process and during this compression process the inlet temperature is T1. That's why I have written T1 whole into for first stage what is the pressure ratio, high for this stage high pressure is P2, low pressure is P1. So P2 by P1 whole to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1. Okay, this is the work done formula during the first stage of compression. This is the derivation I am doing. If they will ask you derive an expression for work done for a multi-stage compressor, then like this manner you have to do it. Now for the second stage compressor, okay, I will calculate the work done formula for the second stage, I mean for this stage. So again, work done for the second stage compressor is n by n minus 1 mr. Can you tell me which temperature shall I write here? Shall I write T2 or T3 or T4 here? From this diagram, can you see which temperature it will be? Whether it is T1 or T2 or T3, which temperature shall I write here? (344). You are telling it is T2. Okay. Anybody else? So somebody is telling that this temperature is T2. Anybody else? What temperature shall I write here? 305. He is telling T3. So I will tell you whether it is T2 or T3. Okay, what I will tell which temperature it is for first stage. Let's come to the first stage. This is the first stage. Okay. How much first stage? This much is the first stage of compression. This is the first stage. Okay. So for this stage, which one is the compression process? 0.1 to 2. This is the compression process. I told you the inlet temperature of this compression process should be the temperature. Okay. So for this compression process, which one is the inlet temperature? Inlet temperature is T1. That's why I have written T1 here. Similarly for here also, in single stage compression, this is the compression process. An entrance point of the compression process is 1 or T1. So that's why I have written T1. But when we will come to the second stage, which one is second stage? This is the second stage. This much is second stage. Okay, so this area is second stage. For second stage, which is compression process? This one, 0.3 to 0.4. This is the compression process. So what is the inlet temperature for this compression process? Inlet temperature for this compression process is T3. So that's why this temperature is T3, not T2. Okay, 344. I think you are clear. Why it is not T2? Because T2 is the entrance temperature for the intercooler. This is the intercooler, 2 to 3. T2 is the entrance temperature of intercooler, and T3 is the initial temperature of the compression process. So we have to take the initial temperature during the compression. That's why I have taken T3 over here. Okay. So this temperature becomes T3 whole into, okay, for second stage, high pressure is P4, low pressure is P2. So I will write here P4 by P2 whole to the power n minus 1 by n. Okay. So this is the compression during the first stage and second stage. And now the thing is, there are some conditions are there. If it is a perfect intercooling, or perfect intercooling, okay, if the intercooling is a perfect one, if there is no loss, perfect intercooling means there is no heat, no frictional loss, no losses are there. If the intercooling is perfect, then what we can say, the entrance temperature for this cylinder should be equal to the entrance temperature of this cylinder. Okay, so for the first cylinder, what is the entrance temperature or the inlet temperature? For the first cylinder, the inlet temperature is T1 suppose, which is becomes equal to, for second cylinder, what is the inlet temperature? It is T3. So T1 should be equal to T3. Means with whatever the temperatures of air is there during the first cylinder, in this intercooler, again we are bringing back the air temperature to the original or initial temperature. Okay, so for perfect intercooling, T1 equal to T3. This T1 equal to T3, and pressure ratio should also remain constant. Okay, for the first stage, what is the pressure ratio? High pressure is P2, low pressure is P1. So P2 by P1 should be equal to, for second stage, high pressure is P4, low pressure is P2. So P2 by P1 should be equal to P4 by P2. Okay. That implies, if you will do the cross multiplication here, P2 into P2, we will get P2 square equal to P1 into P4. So from this equation, P2 we will get square root of P1 into P4. Okay. So these two conditions we will get for perfect interval. What is P2? P2 is the intermediate pressure. What is P1? It is the lower pressure. What is P4? It is the higher pressure. So in exam, this lowest pressure and highest pressure they will mention. You have to calculate the intermediate pressure. How to calculate? You just take the square root of both the pressure. Okay. So now you can see, if we want to calculate the total work done. Total work done.
Sir, agar square root is
Total work done for a two-stage compressor. Okay. So total work done becomes W equal to W1 plus W2. Okay. Because for the first stage we have W1, work done is W1. For second stage we have the work done is W2. Okay. So total work done becomes W1 plus W2. So we will add both the things. So W1 is this much, W2 is this much. We will add it. That implies, what is W1? W1 was N by N minus 1. MR T1, P2 by P1 whole to the power N minus 1 by N minus 1. Plus, what is W2? W2 is N by N minus 1, MR T3, P4 by P2 to the power N minus 1 by N. So we will write it N by N minus 1, MR T3, P4 by P2 whole to the power n minus 1 by n. Now, if you can see, both these terms are equal, because for perfect interpooling, what we have written? For perfect interpooling, we have taken as T1 equal to T3. So once again, we will rewrite this equation: n by n minus 1 MR T1 is P2 by P1 whole to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1, plus this one also will write n by n minus 1 MR T3. We have already taken that for perfect interpooling T3 equal to T1. So in place of T3, I can write T1 whole into P4 by P2. I have taken P4 by P2 equal to P2 by P1, equal pressure ratio. So in place of P4 by P2, I will write P2 by P1 whole to the power n minus 1 by n. So you can see both these terms are equal. This term is equal to this term. Okay. So that implies total work done by the compressor equal to, since both the terms are equal, so what I can write? 2 times n by n minus 1 MRT1 P2 by P1 whole to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1. So this is the work done formula or indicated power. This is also called as indicated power. Okay. For a two-stage compressor. Okay, you see the difference. For single stage compressor, this is the formula: L by N minus 1 MRT1 P2 by P1 to the power N minus 1 by N minus 1. For two stage compressor, what we are doing? We are simply multiplying a 2. Okay. Similarly, for a, if we will take 3-stage compressor, if we will take 3-stage compressor, then for this one also the work done formula, similarly we can write 3 into n by n minus 1 MRT1 P2 by P1 whole to the power n minus 1 by n. Okay. So depending upon the number of stages, we have to multiply it. If it is a 2-stage, multiply 2. If it is a 3-stage, multiply 3, and you will get the answers. Okay. So it is very simple. Nothing is there. Easily you can do it. Now the next thing is heat loss. Okay. So this is the work done by the compressor we have calculated. Second thing I told you, here inside this intercooler, we are rejecting some heat. Suppose Q amount of heat we are rejecting in this intercooler. Okay, so in a problem, they are asking how much heat we are rejecting through the intercooler. How to calculate it? Okay, so heat rejected, I will write here. I'll write here heat rejected by intercooler. We'll calculate this. What is the formula to calculate? Heat rejected by intercooler. Q inter means heat rejected by intercooler. Okay. The formula is the formula is mCp delta T. Yes or no? This is the formula to calculate heat rejected by intercooler. Okay, so it will be equal to mass flow rate of air into specific heat of air into delta T. What is the temperature difference across intercooler? For this intercooler, the inlet temperature is T1 and outlet temperature is T3. Okay, so T2 minus T3 because it is rejecting the heat. So T2 should be greater than T3. So the temperature formula is T2 minus T3. MCP T2 minus T3. Okay, and also we know that T3 equal to T1. Okay, so we can write here is equal to MCP T2 minus, in place of T3 we can write T1. This is the heat rejected by MCP delta T. Okay, so very simple formula, very easily you cannot remember all these things. One problem quickly we are going to solve based upon the things whatever we have discussed today, and all of your doubts will be clear. And this is a simple derivation. Why I have done this? Because sometimes they never ask it, but if they will ask, derive an expression for work done for a single stage compressor. To draw the PV diagram, okay, you calculate for the first stage what is the work done, you calculate for second stage what is the work done. Okay, now then write down the condition and then calculate the total work. Clear? And ultimately you have to remember these formulas, which will be helpful in solving the problems. Okay, if it is a two-stage compressor, you multiply a 2 over here. If it is a three-stage compressor, you multiply a 3 over here. If it is a single-stage compressor, no need to multiply anything. Okay, remaining formulas are exactly same. If you can see, these formulas are exactly same. Okay, I hope you got the derivation that what I have done over here. Now we will do a problem. Okay, so you be prepared with calculator. We have only 10 minutes, 15 minutes we have. So quickly we will try to solve this problem. Right. Now the question is a two-stage reciprocating a intercooler. So here the question it is mentioned, it is a two-stage reciprocating air compressor. Okay, takes in air at 1 bar and 27 degrees Celsius. You tell me what is this? What is 1 bar? What is 27 degrees Celsius? Already lots of problem we have done. So you should tell, I will write. What are the things given? You tell me. A two-stage reciprocating air compressor takes in air at 1 bar and 27 degrees Celsius. Okay. So P1 is given, T1 is given. So P1 is given. P1 equal to 1 bar. Okay, 1 bar is how many kilopascal? It is 100 kilopascal. And what is T1? T1 is 27 degrees Celsius, and we have to convert it into Kelvin. So it will be 300 Kelvin. Next, air is delivered at 10 bar. Okay, this 10 bar is nothing but the final pressure of the air. Okay, so in intake air inlet pressure to the first cylinder is 1 bar. Air is delivered at 10 bar. Means this is the final pressure we have to assume. Okay, so final pressure means how many pressures we have. So better for this two-stage compressor, it will be always better if you draw the PV diagram in the problem also. If you can draw the PV diagram, then it will be excellent. Some more marks you will get. This is the suction process. 0 to 1. Then 1 to 2 is the compression process. Then 2 to 3 is the intercooler. Then from 3 to 4 is the compression process. 4 to 5 will be constant process. So how many pressure lines we have? This is one constant pressure line. So here suppose the pressure is P1 This is one more constant pressure line, intermediate pressure, that is P2. And this is one more constant pressure line. So here the highest pressure is P4. Okay. So in this, air enter at 1 bar, means the lowest pressure, entrance pressure of air, that is P1, was given 1 bar. Next, air is delivered at 10 bar. Okay, so the maximum pressure of the air is 10 bar. So P4 we can write 10 bar, and 10 bar is how much kilopascal? 10 into 100, because 1 bar is 100 kilopascal. So it will be 10 to the power 3 kilopascal. The intercooling is perfect. So we are using a perfect intercooling. Okay. If intercooling is perfect, so we will write here for perfect intercooling. For perfect intercooling, what is the condition? We can write T1 is equal to T3, okay, which is equal to how much? T1 is 300, so T1 equal to T3 equal to 300 Kelvin. And what is the other condition? Pressure ratio will remain same. For this, for the first stage, pressure ratio is P2 by P1. So P2 by P1 is equal to, for second stage, what is the pressure ratio? P4 by P2. P4 by, that implies if we multiply this, what we will get? P2 equal to square root of P1 into P. Okay, so we will calculate P2, which is equal to square root of, what is P1? P1 is 100 kilopascal. What is P4? P4 is 10 to the power 3 kilopascal, or 1000 kilopascal. So how much it is? Once tell me somebody. 316.227. Yes, 316.227. Okay, so this is the meaning of intercooling. Okay, so intermediate pressure P2 equal to the square root of lowest pressure into highest pressure. Okay. And next it is given polytropic index is 1.3. So polytropic index means small n value, it is given 1.3, and rate of discharge is 0.1 kg per second. What is this thing? Can anybody tell what is this 0.1 kg per second? I am getting answer from only 305. Is mass flow rate. Okay, so 0.1 kg per second, it is mass flow rate. So mass flow rate of air equal to 0.1 kg per second. Yes, 344 mass flow rate of MF. It is not MF, actually it is MA, mass flow rate of air. Okay, next, we have to find out the total work done by the compressor. Second point, we have to find out the saving work as compared to the single stage compressor and heat rejected in the intercooler. These 3 points we have to calculate. So one by one point we will discuss. First point is total work done by the compressor. So first we will discuss regarding the first point. First point is total work done by two-stage compressor. So this is our first point to be calculated. So total work done, which is also called as indicated power, equal to, for two-stage, I have to multiply 2 into the same formula, n by n minus 1, AMR P1, P2 by P1 whole to the power n minus 1 by n. Just now we have derived this formula. Okay, so this formula I am using for two-stage compressor. 2 into n by n minus 1 mr T1 P2 by P1 whole to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1. That implies work done I will calculate from here very simply 2 into what is n value? N value was 1.3. So we'll write 1.3 divided by n minus 1. So 1.3 minus 1 into what is the mass flow rate? So mass flow rate is 0.1 kg per second. Okay, so here we will write 0.1 into R value. What is the value of R? R equal to 0.287 kilojoules per kg Kelvin. This is called as universal gas constant. Okay, so in place of R, we will write 0.287 into what is T1? So T1 value we have got 300 Kelvin. So in place of T1, we will write 300 into P2 by P1. What is P2? What is P1? P2 we have got here. P2 we got 316.227. 316.227 whole divided by what is P1? So P1 was 100 kilopascal. 100 kilopascal whole to the power n minus 1 by n. N is 1.3. So 1.3 minus 1 divided by 1.3 minus 1. Okay, now you solve this and tell me how much work done we are getting. We are getting 22.708 kilowatts. 22.708 kilowatts. Why kilowatt? Because you look at the value of R. This R value 0.287. We have taken kilojoules per kg Kelvin. That's why the answer here we are getting is kilowatt. Okay. Yes, 344, 22.7. Right. Okay, so this is the total work done by two-stage compressor. Okay, so this work done we have done. So this point 1 we have done. Now come to point 2, saving work as compared to single stage compressor. So what is the meaning of this? I will explain. In second point, we have to calculate. In second point, we have to calculate saving work as compared to single stage compressor. As compared to single stage compressor. Okay, so what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is we have a single stage compressor and we have a two-stage compressor. So we have to do some work done in single stage compressor. We have to do some work done in two-stage compressor. So theoretically, it is proved that in two-stage compressor, the work done will be comparatively less as compared to single stage compressor. In this manner, how much work we can save in case of a two-stage compressor, that we have to find out. Okay, so so normally you can see in this derivation for single stage compressor, this is the work done formula, and for two-stage compressor, this is the work done formula. Okay, this is the work done formula. So we are multiplying a 2 with it in two-stage compressor. But still, in two-stage compressor, we will get less work as compared to single-stage compressor. Okay, this means in two-stage compressor, we are going to save some work as compared to multi-stage compressor. Even if we are multiplying 2 over here, then also we will get less work. How we are getting less work? We will prove it now. Okay. So for 2-stage compressor, already work done, we have got 22.708 kilowatt. Now we will calculate for single stage compressor, how much work we have to give. Okay. So for single stage compressor, for single stage compressor, we will calculate the work done formula. W equal to N divided by N minus 1. Okay. MR T1 whole into P high pressure divided by low pressure whole to the power N minus 1 by N minus 1. So like this we will write the formula. Okay. Pressure ratio we are taking high pressure by low pressure. That implies here work done for a single stage compressor, I will put it down, equal to what is N value? N value is same 1.3 divided by 1.3 minus 1 into what is the mass flow rate? Mass flow rate is 0.1. Mass flow rate is 0.1 into what is capital R? Capital R is 0.287 universal gas constant 0.287 into okay. T1, what is the inlet temperature of the compressor? Okay, so inlet temperature of the compressor T1 equal to 300 Kelvin whole into. Okay. Now here you have to carefully you have to put the pressure ratio. Okay, we have to put high pressure by low pressure. Okay, so it is telling this is the case of single stage compressor. The inlet pressure is how much? Inlet pressure is 1 bar. Here the inlet pressure is 1 bar. And what is the outlet pressure? Outlet pressure is 10 bar. Okay. So he is telling if it is a single stage compressor, if this one is not there, okay, directly the air will enter at 1 bar and air will leave at 10 bar. Okay, that is the requirement of a single stage compressor. So high pressure for a single stage compressor will be 10 bar and low pressure for the single stage compressor will be 1 bar. Because this P2 we will not consider because we are not going to this intermediate stage. Directly air is entering at 1 bar and air will leave at 10 bar. So high pressure is 10 bar or 10 to the power 3 kilopascal. Low pressure is 1 bar or 100 kilopascal. So this value we will put here. So high pressure is 10 bar or 1000 kilopascal. Low pressure is 1 bar or 100 kilopascal. Remaining things will remain exactly same. 1.3 minus 1 whole divided by 1.3. Now you solve this one and tell me how much we are getting for a single stage work done. Single stage compressor work done we are getting 26.163 kilowatt. Here we are getting 26.163 kilowatt. Now you can see the difference. For a single stage compressor, how much work? This is nothing but the input work or indicated power. This much of work we have to do. For single stage compressor, in order to compress the gas, how much work we have to do? 26 kilowatt. But for the 2-stage compressor, how much work we have to do? We have to do only 22 kilowatts. Okay, so how much power we can save? How much work we can save? So that is the demand of the question. Saving of work as compared to single stage compressor. In single stage, we are doing 26 kilowatt. In 2-stage, we are doing 22 kilowatt. So saving work is equal to, okay, how much it is? 26.163 minus 22.708. 26.163 minus 22.708. 22.708. Now if we solve this, The answer we will get is 3.455 kilowatt. 3.455 kilowatt. This much of work we can save if we are going for a two-stage compressor. Okay. Similarly, if we will go for three-stage compressor, some more work you can be able to save. Okay. So you remember, for a single-stage compressor, we have to provide more work as compared to two-stage compressor. Okay. So in this way, we have done the second part also. Now the last part, quickly we will finish. Heat rejected in intercooler. Okay. Heat rejected. Heat rejected in intercooler. Okay. So what is the formula of heat rejected in intercooler? Just now I have discussed. That will be mCp delta T. Okay. Or mCp T2 minus T1. Already we have discussed over here. For intercooler, the formula is mCp T2 minus T1. Okay. So how to do it? What is mass flow rate? Mass flow rate value already given. Okay. Cp, what is Cp? Cp is the specific heat of air. Okay. So specific heat of air, normally the value is 1.005 kg per kilojoules per kg Kelvin. They will mention this in the question paper. I forgot to write it, but they have mentioned the value of Cp. Okay. T1, what is T1 value? T1 value was given 300. Okay. This T2 value we have to calculate. Okay. So what is this T2? T2 means temperature at this point. Okay. So here T1 is given, T2 we have to calculate. So in between point 1 and 2, can I apply the relationship between temperature and pressure? Okay. So I can apply the relationship in order to calculate the value of T2. I can apply this relation. T2 by T1 is equal to T2 by T1 whole to the power n minus 1 by n. Okay. So T1 is given. T2 by T1 is given how much? T1 is given 300 kilopascal is equal to P2 by P1. So P2 was given, P2 we have calculated 316.227. 316.227 divided by P1 is 100 kilopascal. 100 kilopascal whole to the power n minus 1 by n. N value is 1.3 minus 1 by 1. Now if we solve this equation, T2 value we will get, directly I am writing the answer, 391. To solve it, you will get T2 value from this equation, you will get 391.3. Now this T2 value you put over here. So Q value, you will get M value is 0.1, Cp is 1.005. Cp is 1.005. Okay, T2 is 391.3 minus T1 is 300. Solve this and heat rejected in intercooler, we can find us something around 9 kilowatt. Exact answer I don't know. We calculate it. Around 9 kilowatts of heat we are rejecting in the intercoolers. 9.1. 9.175. 9.1. This much of heat we are rejecting in it. Okay. So in this way, we have calculated all the 3 points. Clear? Okay. So this question I will put in the group. I will not put the answer. Only question I will put in the group. You try to solve it and send me the answer. Okay. Whatever these questions I have discussed now, same question today I will keep in the group. In WhatsApp group, I will put this question. Your job is you solve it and send me the answers. This is not an assignment. Okay. Assignment questions later I will give. It is not assignment. You just do it. It is for your practice purpose only. Okay. This theory part, everything I will keep in the note. I will put only this question. I will not send you the answer. You solve it in the paper, take a photo and send me in WhatsApp. If you send it, I am happy. If you not send it, if you will not do it, then also I will be happy. Okay. So that's all about for today's class. Once again, we will meet tomorrow. Okay. So I will put all these theory questions. Once you go through it, if you will getting any doubt at any point, feel free to ask. Okay. So have a good day.